Good morning. Hey, mindfuls, how y'all doing? It's Mark, and I'm here from Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective. How's everybody doing? I think it's been a little while since I've been on here, so I'm just jumping on here to check in with y'all. This is probably going to be a quick check in. Today is challenge day. Well, not challenge day, but today is the day that the challenge reunion part 2 drops. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Based on the previews, it looks like there's going to be a ton of Laurel drama. Hi, Vicky. But honestly, what is a reunion without drama? And it seems like the two primary people that caused drama on season 40 were Johnny Bananas and Laurel. So that's not really a surprise there, but it seems like they edited it in a certain way that they saved the majority of the drama for the second half of the reunion, which I guess would make sense to draw the anticipation. And then also at times, it's probably just how it goes. Like maybe they started out a little bit slower, and then as questions came about and tensions rose, the interest um, level of the cast and everything just increased. Electricity. So I didn't really have a specific topic tonight aside from a check-in. I was actually trying to think of what type of topics that the group would like to hear me talk about. And the reason why is because I've been thinking about this for a long time. Um, when it's Big Brother season, I'm just covering whatever is happening in the house and whatever is happening on the episodes, and there's always something going on. So I don't have to think about what my topics are going to be. During the Big Brother off season, which is long, which is 9 months long, I now have to throw together topics and figure things out myself. Now, I want to change the format of my channel if possible, and I don't know the best way to go about that. Thanks, Vicky. Season 23 of Big Brother. That was the first season that I ever saw live. The first season I ever watched on replay was 16, but the first season I ever saw live was 23. Yeah, so I mean, in the off season, this is my third off season since starting to do Big Brother coverage. And, I figure out a way, like I cover everything that pops out. I've covered the mole, I've covered the circle, I've covered the circle. The challenge, obviously. At times I covered Survivor, but it's just like there's not nearly as much content on those particular shows. You can find things to talk about, but it's not the same amount of content that you'll get from a Big Brother season. So I've long been thinking of my niche outside of when Big Brother is on. And I had a conversation with Big Brother Bry, who reminded me, he said something to me that was not something he knew that I was thinking of before, but he said to me, "Hey, Mark, I have maybe might sound like a radical idea," but he said, "All these shows that you go on," he said, "all these TV shows that you go on and sit in the audience, you could potentially be somebody who hosts one of these shows." And I was telling him about my experience. I forget when this was now. It had to be 2022 because I know that I was going to this show while I was when I was using my music and mental health page. So I think it had to be 2022. Um, I was going on the Nick Cannon show. The Nick Cannon show was a very short-lived daytime television show, which I thought was very successful because it was the most fun I ever had in any audience, and it was very lively and fun to be there. And I went there, and I was so inspired, and I was like, even if I can't be the next host of Saturday Night Live, or I'm not going to be the Sherry Shepherd show or the Tamron Hall show or whatever, I did think to myself, perhaps I can make my own daily variety show that I do from home, which is in the same style and fashion as one of those daytime television shows. So that was another thought of mine. I mean, I always say one of my biggest fears is to be the guy who leaves this earth with all the ideas, because the ideas cannot be extracted out of my mind unless I put pen to paper. They did. I did not, as I'm a little sick, and also oh man, I really wanted to go because it has been quite a while since I made it there, but I just have a lot going on, so I did not go. And y'all know I love my daytime shows, but that's twice now in the span of 3 weeks that I was booked. I mean, not booked, that I had audience tickets for a show and opted to not go. And that's not typical of me at all, but it's just like being overwhelmed and being stressed and being sick. I was like, I'm not even in a good mental state to sit in somebody's audience at this point. So the thing about those shows is that you always have to be on. And I mean, I'm not like the host of the show, so I don't have to be on in the sense of I have to be up to entertain guests and greet audiences. But also, I feel like even as an audience member, um, your goal is kind of to enhance the show and to make it look lively for the viewers. So going into a studio in a grouchy mood, I don't know. Not that I was grouchy. I was just more stressed than anything. Yeah, because I've seen people who have a niche market of their own, because that's kind of the beauty of nowadays. Well, like, it's a gift and a curse. This is why I'm saying that. Um, you're basically as good as the audience that you can build behind you. So basically, theoretically, everybody could just find their niche market and get out there and execute. And then they find themselves doing this instead of the 9 to 5 job that they hate. But the flip side, the other side of that coin is like, it's very hard to take this type of thing and shape it and mold it into something that you can do for a living that replaces your whole full-time income. Definitely understand you need to take time. Those shows do want your energy in a certain way. And that's how when with not feeling well and what you're going through. It is stressed. And I actually have done that before a couple of times, not recently, but I remember going to certain shows and then thinking to myself, hey, like when I get there, I'm gonna find the energy and I'm gonna find the joy and I'm gonna find the entertainment, whatever it is, because I enjoy going to those things. But then when I get there and the lights go on, I'm like, I want to be anywhere but here. Like, I wish I want to just request for them to let me walk out before they start the taping. And then I'm like, Mark, why did you come? You are not feeling it that day. Don't go. So now I listen to myself a little bit better. I'm like, if it doesn't feel right, if I don't think that I'm going to be able to enjoy myself and get through it with some enjoyment, then I'm just going to sit it out. There's going to be many other episodes, many other opportunities, and many other shows if I don't get to that particular one. I actually think that concludes most of what I had to say, if not all. I like the variety shows type of feel. Yeah, what I wish that I could do, that's exactly what I wanted to do because the format of the shows is all the same. They take they have a segment where they talk about celebrity gossip. They have a segment where they show like trending viral moments from social media, like they'll show things from Instagram or TikTok or whatever that are viral. And then they'll have like some little jokes about those things, or sometimes they might actually bring somebody in from one of those viral videos. And then they do like interviews and like a short interview. And then they do like a game or something or music at the end. So that was my idea, like possibly doing the same type of thing where you take the entertainment news and you give like a brief update. Maybe I could structure it like I pick maybe three topics from the celebrity world or the reality TV world. Maybe the reality TV world. Take like 3 topics, spend 2 minutes each on those topics. Then, yeah, then I pick the viral topics, viral videos or whatever. Talk about those for a couple minutes. And then I don't know what for the end, but I do have some ideas. Just without the structure. You get a car. Where was I during that era? You get a car. You get a car. Everybody gets a car. Her and Bob, not Bob. Yeah, Bob Barker. Yeah, why couldn't I think of his name? A new car. No, I don't think anyone is either. I'm sure there's probably somebody on TikTok who's doing it, but on anything I watch, YouTube, Instagram, I don't think that's being done. Yeah, there is. All right, y'all. Drop a comment, drop something in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. And I'm doing okay. I'm still here. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank you and have a great night.